Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. Welcome to 30 minutes of my day. Good morning. Good morning. Hold on while I turn on my timer because I know I will talk too much. Hold on. Let me see. Start. There we go. Okay. Yes. So, we have a text block. Ooh, ah. Um Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, I have to do that today. And we have a nice front page here. And we have a nice cover here. Look how handsome this young hare looks. I'm so happy with him. Or her. Look at those ears. Those are great. I just put that in for the time being, and all sorts of commonplace book. Common sense. Well, maybe people would write about common sense things. This is whoever adopts this book can take that out and they can title it whatever they want. I know that they're commonly known as a commonplace book, but I always call them an all sorts book because I put all sorts of stuff in it. So it's temporarily titled an all sorts commonplace book. I keep wanting to say common sense. So this will go in here. It'll set right in that little cradle right there. And here is why we like lots of small signatures. Look how nicely these just lie open. The new owner will be able to write or glue or paint or whatever it is they want to do. Oh, there's the nasty letter from Ben Franklin to his wife. I'm really happy with this. I did some edging in a few places. I haven't done edging in a while. So anyhow, I'm really happy with this. Now, I have a few things I want to do this morning. One of them is going to be, I can't glue this in yet, but it's going to be, I want to plan out my end paper there because I want to extend the music. So it will look like this eventually. Hold on, let's see. So it will look like that. There. So there will be a little bit of a ditch there. That's okay. I'm hoping that this sort of allures the eye to continue to just look at the busyness. But I want to run this music, that band of music, back up and over this. So that's one of my things to do. And I haven't, this will go down last, because once this is glued down, then I will know where to put the other half of that magnolia so that it marries up. So that's one of the things. Now, there's a little girl and a little boy in here that I need to glue down. And I have to find them. Oh, there they are. There they are. I guess I can take this out of the cover. I don't need to work inside the cover. In case you're wondering, this the book plate, I put them in with brads, so it stays nice and secure. Alrighty, so let's do this for now. Oh, here, haha! It's that's the cork from our champagne on New Year's Eve. And we're such lightweights, we still had like over half of a bottle left to make mimosas for breakfast the next day. Although I must say, for the first time in many years, we were actually awake. We wanted to say good riddance to 2020. And so I think we made it to about 12:07. long enough for my hubby to do a drum solo on the front porch to ring in the new year. And then we both said, all right, what are we doing up so late? And we headed off to bed. Here we go. And that was nice. Now, oh, I'm looking all over the place for another rock. Alrighty, so I've already put this beautiful flower down. And I have these two little people that I fussy cut from a book I have. Oh, I hope that light's not too shiny. It's so overcast here today. So overcast. And it's like the weather can't decide whether to rain or snow, so it's just dumping slush on us from the sky. Anyhow, I cut these, so I've got the lights going. All right. I cut these out of a book that I had on photographs of Ireland. And I just thought they were cute. But I wanted them to stand out a bit more from, this is a map of part of London. I wanted them to stand out a little bit more. And there we go. So that's why I put the flower behind them. Just to have a little bit of fun. I'm not going to overly do my own thing in this book. I do like to leave, it for the new owner. So, but I do like to put a little bit of sunny side here and there. Alrighty. Yeah, so I got this is later, although I said good morning to you. It's actually afternoon for me right now. I got our tree taken down and put away. And I love decorating for Christmas. I love bringing it out. I will usually decorate on American Thanksgiving. I usually love watching the parades. And sorry, I'm trying to get something out of my blue box. I just want a scrap of paper. Usually I like watching the parades, and I put up my tree while I watch. There we go. Sorry, I haven't used this yet today, so sometimes it can be mucky. I'll put a lot of our decorations up on American Thanksgiving. So I have a whole month, more than a month, to enjoy them. But then I start feeling my walls closing in on me. And that's when I know they've got to go. And usually I have them all down before New Year's. But this year they stayed up, so that's okay. And now they're all put away. Fortunately, we just have a little tree now. Little 4.5 foot pretty little tree with, flocking on it, the artificial flocking. And we don't even take it apart. I open up garbage bags and wrap it in garbage bags so that it doesn't get dusty. And we just slide it into the closet in the basement. And then we could just slide it out next Thanksgiving. All right, so I want him standing on the edge of that flower. Oh, up you go. And I want her right there because she's laughing her head off. She's so cute. There we go. I just wanted to have a little fun with this map. Let's do her. She's holding the water fountain for him. I wasn't sure how to go about. I thought about even just taking the water stream right off, but then it might not be evident what he's doing. So I left it. Gosh, it's so cold and damp. All my bones are aching. My husband's complaining of the same thing. We laugh at each other because it was only a few years ago that, I was going through the throes of hot flashing constantly, and my poor husband would be freezing to death because I was constantly hot. Now I'm going to try and bend her hand and hope that she doesn't mind having her hand bent. He was constantly freezing because I was constantly too hot. Well, I've gotten over that now, and now I'm constantly freezing, which is a welcome thing because I'm not sure how many years I went where I missed wearing sweaters, but I just couldn't wear sweaters. And I can now wear layers of sweaters. And in fact, we keep our house now at like 72. We're so cold. Like, if you could feel my fingers right now, they're cold. I've got a space heater going over there up here today. I don't think it helps, though, that it's not a dry cold. It's a damp cold, like I said, because it's trying to rain slush right now. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that. Those two look cute. Love it. Okay, so now I want to, let's move this magnolia up here. And I want to, that tear came up to about here. This is a different song, but it's from the same book. Somebody must have had it in a binder because all this music had holes punched in it when I bought it at my one of my thrift stores. Now look at this. Gee baby, ain't I good to you? I wonder if that's the same song from remember that movie The Mask with Jim Carrey, and the girl sings, "Gee baby, ain't I good to you?" I don't know, because there's no words. So, I don't know. It just got me thinking, that's all. So, yeah, I want to take this off. I want that one. And I want, I guess that doesn't matter because I'm going to tear. So that doesn't matter. So I went over to wish my little girls a happy birthday. My babies turned 40. They're my ones. They were my twofer. We planned on having one baby, and God and Heavenly Mother got together and said, she wants one baby. Let's watch this. Let's send her two. All right. So I got, so it was my little twofers' birthdays, and they're turning 40. Well, turned 40. They're now, I now have children in their 40s. All right, you know what? I gotta stop thinking I can eyeball it and talk at the same time. I can't. Pencil. So what I want to do is, there. Okay, this is what I want to do. So I want this tear to go in that direction, and then I want it to continue in that direction, so that I can do a bit of a controlled tear. All right, there we go. And I need this. or else I know my tear will just go everywhere. That's better. So it helps me control where my tear is going. If you just use the ruler to sort of lean your paper into it. But you'll still get a natural looking tear. There, that's nicer. This will still get used on something else. All right, where's my latest inking paper? Oh, I have run out of pins that are thin enough to fit into my art glitter glue nozzle. This one just barely fits, and if it gets the slightest bit of glue buildup on it, sorry, I'm cleaning it off camera here. If I get the slightest bit of glue buildup on it, it will rebel. There we go. Ink. Brush. There we go. So I went over and wished them a happy birthday. They're wonderful women. They're good mommies. They're hard workers. They're raising amazing kids. And I couldn't be prouder of them. And they couldn't look more different. They're fraternal twins. So they're just, I shouldn't say just, but they're sisters who happen to be born at the same time. 2 different eggs. And they are definitely very different. One's tall, one's short, one has blue eyes, one has green eyes. One has black hair, one has brown hair, but for a long time her hair was kind of sandy colored. But boy, they're thick as thieves. They are very close. Well, they warned both of their husbands that they better be prepared to be marrying 2 women when they marry them. And fortunately, their hubbies are wonderful and everyone likes each other. So that always helps. Oh, I want you inked. Now that's going to get trimmed, so I don't have to worry about inking that yet. But I got. Let's do that. So if you go there, so that's what I want it to do. Let's see here. And that way, when it goes in, there's going to be some movement. And that looks like a slash. There we go. And I still have this. This is still going back into the front, somewhere down here. This was in the original book on the inside of the end paper. Oh, it's blurry. And I have to lift. It's just a little. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. It's just a little sticker that was inside on the end papers. And I thought, well, Ingram and Bell's Physician Supplies, it's going to go back in the book. All right, glue. Glue. Yeah, my girls, and I have more because I have my gravied baby, my Gravy Baby, my third daughter. And they might as well be triplets, the three of them now, the three girls. And then my two boys. Boy, they're just turned into amazing adults. Their latest accomplishment was for our little town. They pulled it all together and did all the footwork and all the rallying and fundraising to put in a rainbow crosswalk in our little town. And it's beautiful. It was just such a neat thing to do. A lot of work. I'm still going to put a little bit more because I want those end papers to hold. So, yeah, just a pretty rainbow crosswalk. And it's gorgeous. All right. So let's pull this over. So it's right on the edge. That looks nice. Now this side may still have to be trimmed because I always make these a little too wide sideways. And then when I put them into the book, sometimes I need to take a little bit off. But you know what? You know that old rule, you can't glue it back on. So I leave them a little bit wide, just in case. Where'd my... There we go. Now I'm just going to, I love to take a look and imagine. Oh, that's going to look really nice when I put that magnolia back in. That's where that will go. And then maybe I'll put my little physician's. So that's where it was inside the original covers, back down here. That's why I keep putting it down here. In case you're wondering why I'm putting it there, it originally was down there. That's going to look really nice. But I can't glue you in yet. Now, I hope some of you aren't disappointed that I didn't sew those signatures on camera. I don't usually sew signatures on camera. It's one of my most frustrating things to do, is to sew signatures. And so I am best to just do it with some peaceful music going. But I do a 6-hole running stitch. Let's see if I can show you. No, that one's too busy. You won't see it because make way for ducklings. Let me find a plain one where you can see. So I just go in and out. So pop up, in, back up, in, back up, and in. And then it goes through the card, the fabric, and then I glue the paper on afterwards to hold it all down. I'm trying to decide if I want to put a little bit of lace up here or whether I want to put some scraggly, rough-looking tea-dyed cheesecloth there, and I haven't decided yet. All right, so I'm going to put these aside because I can't glue them on until that goes in. But I tell you what I do want to do. Now I wonder if this will show up. See, that's dark too. Is that the big one? Come on. There we go. I always sign my spines. Not that anyone can see it there, but if somebody ever takes a book apart, they'll see it. And I signed this one. Is that even? It's upside down. And it didn't show up. So I want to use something that it will show up better. You can barely see my little signature there, and I sign and date them. So let's, hold on. That's better. there we go. All right. So maybe in another 100 years or 75 years or whatever, and it needs to be rebound, they'll open it up and go, wow, I wonder who this woman was. And then maybe they'll open up an ancestry account and find me. You never know. All right. Oh, I should show you what I finally decided to attack the Everyone's Cyclopedia. This one. And I cleaned it all out, and then I put in some fabric. Yes, it's in upside down, and I did it for the same reason that I did my other book, the fabric upside down, so that in case, or when, what am I saying, in case, when these shoulders continue to fray and the fabric underneath is exposed, maybe they'll see the pretty little flowers that are on the fabric. So I'm happy with that now. You can no longer see the light of day through the book. So now I can actually go ahead and finish putting in this spine, which, you know what, perhaps I will get started on it right now. Pencil. Where's a sharp one? Oh, come on. There's one. Alrighty. Ruler. Don't even know what time it is. Oh well, I guess they'll yell at me. Let me see here. 7 3/8. 7 3/8. And then let's do it this way. Oh, it's another 1.5. Not quite if I squeeze it, but I think I can go more. I think I can do 1 5/8 because that is going to be a bit longer. I don't have a spine. I didn't have a spine to be able to pull out and measure. Sometimes it's handy when your spine just pops right out and you can just literally make a template out of it. Yeah, see, that's 1 3/4. But if I do it that way, it's 2. So depending on the curve I want to put in it, I can always trim it. Sorry if you can't see. I know that once it comes in a bit, and once I restore the little divots that go down the shoulders, this is going to come back in once I play with it. So I think that is a more accurate measurement. I think I'm going to go with 1 5/8. I'm so excited to do this book. I had almost just sadly said, oh, forget it, and chucked it aside. Well, I did. I'm not sure if I'm done with this part yet. Trying to decide if I want to just ink it or if I want to maybe rub some gilding wax into it. I'm not sure yet, but I want to now figure out what I want to put here, because I want to put, all right already. What am I? I'm at 29 minutes. Okay. Anyhow, I'm not sure what I want to put there, so I may take a look through some of my books and see if there's something cool to put right there. All right, well, my alarm went off. I got cut off. So I'm going to go make a big pot of tea. This is something else I do if I'm not presently working on a book, is just to protect the new spine that I've given it, I put the text block back into it. And it just holds its shape, and it prevents it from getting overly bashed about while it's waiting to be finished being fixed. I also need to, I think, add some more fabric at the header and footer because it's still way too thin. I'll think about it. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Go out there and carpe diem. And I'm going to go carpe some tea. Take care, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye.